do this. I just uploaded a video and I was all over the place. I want to make this a little bit easier. The more I thought about it, the more sidetracked I thought I might be getting you. So I believe you said it's a Ford Explorer that died and will not run. One thing we need to go over first, will it crank but not start, or will it not even crank at all? Because those are two completely different problems that we're going to go two completely different routes. For the time being, we're going to assume that it will spin over, but it won't start, it won't run. With that being the case, you need three things really for your vehicle to start. You need fuel, you're going to need air, and ignition. So we've got to figure out which one you're not getting. The quickest route to figure out if you've got fuel or not, if that's your issue, take your breather hose off, spray you a little bit of brake cleaner in your throttle body, and see if it'll fire up. Now, I know this is a Pontiac, so this is a little bit different, but this is all I got to work with right now. We're kind of limited on time, but I wanted to at least give you a route to start going down, to start checking things. So spray some fuel in there, or spray some brake cleaner in your throttle body, see if she fires up. If she does, then we know without a doubt, hey, it's a fuel related issue. So now we got to figure out why she's not getting fuel, if that's the case. And that could be several things. You could have a bad fuel pump, you could have bad relays, bad fuses, anti-theft could be kicking in. That's a big possibility. I'm not super common on the Fords that year model, but I think the anti-theft kills the injectors. Maybe not, but I think it kills the injectors on those. I don't know that it actually kills the fuel pump. So if it does fire up with the brake clean and the throttle body, the next thing we're going to see is, does your injectors have pulse? Now, one thing you're going to need is a handy dandy test light. You're going to want an LED test light, not the old school incandescent. Use an LED so you don't burn anything up. Now, to check your injectors, if you'll look, you're going to have a clip you'll undo. Yours may have the wire. I don't think yours does. I think yours is just the regular plastic tab you push. But if it's got the wire, you push it in like that and pull it off. Now, if I'm not mistaken, on your Fords, you've got all-time power with the key on, and then it pulses your ground when you're cranking or when the engine's running. So what you're going to check is to see if you've got that all-time power. So again, LED test light. Hook your LED test light to your negative battery cable, and then check and see if one of your pins has got all-time power with the key on. If it does, that's great. If not, we've got a problem somewhere. But let's say you pass that. Hello everyone in the comments. Thank y'all for viewing. Is this a Ford F-150? So I think we're going for Ford Explorer is what he's got. He commented on the F-150 crank sensor video of mine, and we're going to try to help him out and see if we can get him a little bit further along in his diagnosis. So, getting sidetracked. Check for your power. See if you've got power on your injector wire. If you do, the next thing we want to see is, do we have pulse? Like I said, on the Fords, I believe it's pretty much the same as the GMs. I believe it pulses ground to fire the injector. So to check that, again, I can't stress this enough, LED test light. Hook your alligator clamp on your positive battery cable, and you're going to have somebody help you, because you're going to have to hold the test light to your pin and have somebody spin the engine over. When they spin that over, you should see that test light pulsing on and off. If you do, you've got pulse, and I'm going to say it's more than likely not anti-theft. I'll have to look in service data to see how anti-theft works. If you've got a pulse there, I'm going to say it's probably a fuel pump problem. But if you do not have pulse, more than likely we are looking at seeing if you've got an anti-theft issue. So hopefully this will get you in the right direction. I'm banking on it being something simple, like fuel. So hopefully that's your issue and it's something simple I can help you resolve. And next time on a Hellcat. So Gregory, if you'll put a comment when this post or on one of my videos if you've got an issue with a Hellcat. I don't know if I've worked on one yet, but I've probably got the dated one and I can give you advice. Like I said, this is for another viewer. He's having an issue, and that's what we're here for. Now, for those of you that are interested, I'm actually working on a series that will go through and explain how to do all your basic diagnostics. So if you've got an engine misfire, I'm working on a series right now that will actually go over the steps to properly diagnose an engine misfire, because that crap gets expensive. If you're throwing ignition coils and injectors and even spark plugs now, some of the spark plugs are expensive. If you're just throwing all that junk at an engine misfire and it's not solving it, it gets pretty expensive pretty quick. So I'm working on a series right now that will take you step by step on how to properly diagnose an engine misfire without wasting a bunch of your money, stuff you can do at home without super expensive equipment. So hopefully that will help some of y'all. If you're interested in it, that's great. Subscribe and let me know in this video or another video, and I'll try to get that up soon. And transmission problems. He's probably gonna have to keep his foot off that gas pedal, that skinny pedal a little bit if he wants to keep his transmission in it. I'm not super up to date. I don't like messing with transmissions. But if you've got questions, you can post them in the video, or I think you can comment on a post of mine, maybe on my channel, and I can help you the best I can. We're backed up right now. Don't have a lot of free time, but as always, if I can help y'all, I'm happy to. So, anyways, hopefully this helps you out with your Ford Explorer, I believe. Like I said, check that out. Either comment on this video or another one. Just get a hold of me, and we'll go from there, and we'll figure out the next thing to check. That way we can figure out what your problem is without you spending a bunch of money throwing parts at it. Hopefully this helps.